Pisces, hello, my darlings. Welcome to your weekly reading, a new version of the weekly reading. Why? Because it's going to be shorter, it's going to be simpler, and we're going to focus on a key word, a key message, and a key piece of spiritual advice for you. The key word's going to come from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. That's the key word for you to focus on this week or whenever you're guided to see this reading, as readings are timeless. Then the key message is going to come from my Veritas Oracle. That's the key message in relation to the keyword. And then the key piece of spiritual advice is going to come from the guardian angel messages for you. So let's move ahead with the reading and let's see what wishes to come out for Pisces, for those that most need to hear it whenever you are guided to see this reading within your divine design. Thank you, Spirit. And it's already come out, the Power card. How powerful is this? Wow. Thank you, Spirit. Whatever turbulent times you are having right now, Spirit is saying, and I want to see there are, truth and power. Whatever turbulent times that you are going through right now, Spirit is saying it is time for you to be the boldest and the bravest you have ever been, to stand up for yourself, to stand in a place of truth, to not be afraid to be your own truth. There is great power, my darling. There is great power in self-expression that is coming from source energy. Just like the lightning bolt here represents great clarity of realization that's coming through at this time. And this storm in your life, whether it's been there for a while, it's suddenly come in. Remember, a storm, this too shall pass. What's at the end of the storm? It's the sun. It comes into clear lower energies. So whatever is chaotic in your life or is causing you to feel a little fearful, it can't harm you. The only thing that can harm you are the darker thoughts that might be going through your mind at this time. The storm is chaotic, but chaos cause has an omnipotent symphony. There is a harmonious reason, and there will be a harmonious outcome to this storm in your life at this time. And there is great power when you stand up and recognize that you are not a victim of this, but you are creating this. You are creating this chaos in your life. You are creating subconsciously and energetically this disorder in your life in order to bring in a new order, a new way, a new energy. So good for you, my darling, because you have commanded this to happen. Whether you recognize it or not, that shift, that big change is because of a conscious or subconscious decision that you have taken for yourself to affect positive change in your life. And there is great power in that. You're taking back your power and you're saying, this is who I am, and this is who I desire to be, and this is who I desire to know better. And that truth is creating, you see here with a very strong wind, that truth is creating a lot of change. That expression of devoted, dedicated interest and effort from you to affect positive change in your life is creating the winds of change. And you are communicating, and the way you're communicating yourself now to others is allowing yourself to remain grounded and to remain rooted, but at the same time bending to the will of change. You are being flexible, almost like a willow tree is flexible, is bowing down. You're not resisting it, you're going with it, but you are connected at the same time. And this is because you now are truly beginning to understand yourself, the authenticity of yourself. And that is powerful. So truth and power. The truth shall set you free. And it has, and it is continuing to do so. Let's have a look at the Veritas Oracle. Thank you. And there is something when you look at storms that is just extraordinary, isn't it? There is so much power in that change. There is so much almost beauty in the chaos and the darkness of a storm that is mesmerizing at the same time as being sometimes slightly scary. So they're saying it's not to say that you shouldn't be cautious at this time, but be aware of what is being unleashed within you now because of you choosing to create a new order, a new energetic order within yourself, within your life, within your environment. Beautiful, my darling. I mean, you couldn't make it up, universe, could you? Look what they've given you. The storm releasing. I love this. You're safe, okay? You're safe. I come back to that truth card here. You're grounded, you're safe. You're in a little pot here. This could be a representation of somebody's garden as well. But you've planted yourself at this moment in time in a place that feels safe. And that's really, really important for you to recognize. You're in a safe space at the moment. You see the kind of wall here and it's sort of lower down here. So you're in a safe space. And there is still fruit that's bearing in your life. There's still growth that's happening whilst this huge change is occurring. And I want to read out, first of all, the affirmation for this card on the back. I give thanks that this contrast is bringing fresh new clarity and a fresh new start. On the front of this card says releasing. And you see here there are two contrasts here, the sun and the storm that's happening. This current storm is a sign of the releasing of lower energies to make way for fresh regeneration and renewal. So I feel whatever disruption from perhaps what you thought was going to happen in your life and something else is now happening, that this is a result of a symbol of your powerful transition. And that as you are transcending forward and upward and changing, experiences and those in your life that are not intended to be part of the new order of things have left. Bear with me just 1 second. That was the postman. So power, releasing truth. You are discovering the power in the releasing of perhaps old perceptions, old concept, old self-belief systems that you have for yourself. And I feel with this as well, because this is almost like in this safe space while the storm's going on, and this is almost like a sort of the eye of the storm in the middle. I feel like you're holding this space very powerfully this time, and you are open to the truth emerging, for healing to emerge, for things to grow from this, rather than holding on to despair. You're open to healing rather than holding on to despair. And that's really extraordinary. Regeneration and renewal. And what is disappearing in your life is something that you are understanding that because you're expanding into a new structure, the old structure has dissipated away. But it's not to say, with this truth card coming back to this card here, that the more you are authentically you, the more you are expanding because of this, the more you are bending to this wind of change. And that is what is beautiful here. Truth, power, and releasing. But think about this week, power, your power. Storms are always written about, aren't they? They're always described with great big sort of wonderful descriptive words. And I feel that you are able to, through holding this space at the moment, whatever you're doing, you're releasing, that clarity is coming through. It's almost like a tumbling out, like water, like rain in a storm and lightning, whether you're writing things at this time or you're assisting people. But there is great power in recognizing that chaos in a storm has an omnipotent symphony. And just like in nature, this is coming in to release and to regenerate and to make way for the new. So good for you, my darling. Well done. You are reclaiming your power. That is it for you for this week. I trust that has helped those that have resonated with this reading. I look forward to doing another reading for you next week. In the meantime, have a gorgeous rest of the week and weekend. Take care, my darlings. Lots of love. Bye-bye.